Hey everyone, welcome to today's A360. My name is Brewster Knowlton, and today we're going to be talking about why developing a data-driven culture is often more challenging than any of the technical implementation projects that you'll have to face in your analytics journey. People are often surprised when I say that what they assume to be predominantly a technology or technical based implementation is actually harder from a change management or cultural perspective. Analytics in general and the deployment of analytics is by no means a if you build it, they will come solution. And overcoming some of those cultural and change management hurdles are at times more crucial and relevant to the success of your analytics initiative than any technology implementation or technological aspect of the analytics implementation. Why is that? An initial component of deploying an analytics solution, and in fact, one of the best ways to get a return on your investment in the first 12 to 18 months, is by automating redundant manual reporting tasks. On a recurring basis, I'm sure your staff spends thousands of hours producing the same reports month after month, living and dying by their VLOOKUPs, manually pulling, merging, extracting data. It's inefficient. But even the most well-intentioned individual, when they hear that 20 hours of their work week is going to be automated, the initial reaction is to be a little bit fearful, a little bit concerned about whether or not they're going to lose their job. It's their livelihood. It makes sense. So one of the initial components and the initial challenges of developing a data-driven culture is creating a structure such that people feel comfortable having parts of their job automated, and that the automation process is not brought on as, hey, we're going to take away a part of your job. It's brought on as a way to say that we are going to allow you to be enabled to do more of what it was you were probably hired to do. Analysts should not be spending 90% of their time merging and extracting data. They should be spending 90% of their time analyzing data. So in that context, help your analysts understand that no, we're not taking your job away from you. We're simply enabling you to actually fulfill the job function that you were hired to perform. In this context, the actual analysis of data. So I have a few tips that can help assist in that process, assist in that change management and development of a data-driven culture. The first is provide the why. Why are we going through this journey? Why are we developing analytics and making this a core competency of our organization? Be transparent about that process. It's not that you're looking to take jobs away from people. It's that you're looking to enable people to perform their jobs even better, to provide better member or customer experience, to deliver on whatever the mission statement and strategic goals of your organization are. People will buy into that if it's properly described and it's properly communicated. So providing the why, provide the explanation for why the effort is taking place and how it will actually benefit them is crucial. Do not create a sense of opacity where there's this black box of analytics somewhere in a back room. That creates fear, that creates concern, and that's where people are more resistant to adapt that change. So again, transparency and providing the why is a crucial first step in starting to develop a data-driven culture. Another point is one that I've actually already discussed in previous podcasts on the Analytics Flywheel Effect, but it's worth reiterating here in this context. The value of quick wins cannot be underestimated or understated when it comes to helping to develop a data-driven culture. People love when things are made easier for them. If you can create enough of those quick wins and make something easier for somebody, it changes the paradigm of somebody's taking my job away to somebody's making my life easier. And that's crucial to get that buy-in. So just another simple way, and I've already talked about this in a full podcast, so I don't want to waste too much time talking about it, but developing those quick wins not only helps generate ROI and some momentum for your analytics initiative, but it's actually one of the strongest ways to develop a data-driven culture and get that support and buy-in. This is by far one of the most often overlooked aspects of any analytics initiative, and that's training. Training the users, the consumers of the dashboards, the reports, the analytics. That cannot be understated. If you're rolling out a new core, You would never roll it out to frontline staff without properly training them on how to actually use it, or a new LOS system, or a new CRM system. The same has to be true for your analytics platform. Are you properly teaching, training, and supporting your customers, the business users, on how to consume, leverage, and take advantage of the information and the analytics that you provide in the portal and platform that you develop? Train, train, train. And when you think you've done enough training and you think you've led enough focus groups or support or communication with your users, do a little bit more. This not only creates some line of sight and transparency between the business users and the analytics or the BI team, but it also helps the users feel more comfortable and they can start to create their own reports, create their own analytics. This actually also helps in the scaling and growth and maintaining that scale and growth of your analytics initiative. So this creates a twofold opportunity, while especially being crucial in the change management process to develop that strong culture of analytics. Let's throw a cliche out there. Change is hard. There's no doubt that change is difficult. People say that we want to change, and I think intuitively many people do believe that they want to change. But when you get through the process and into the nitty-gritty details of actually changing, that presents some challenges. It's hard. There's fear. People are used to doing something a certain way for, in the case of a financial institution, sometimes 20 years. And when you try to take that away from them, or there's the perception that something of theirs is being taken away from them, something that they were probably really good at or were kept around for, it's pretty imperative to maintain and manage that fear, that lack of control that comes with any change management process. The technological challenges and making a proper technology choice cannot be understated. But give as much emphasis, if not more, to how you're going to manage the change process. Leverage the knowledge and skills of your HR team. Perhaps they can assist you in the implementation and a deployment plan, figuring out best ways to lead focus groups or training sessions. Leverage the resources and the assets that you have in your organization, each with their own skills, to be able to best improve your chances of success for analytics at your organization. That's it for today. Thanks again for tuning in to today's A360.